Okay, so for this next slide, I decided to make a video instead of trying to explain how to graph this over the course of many slides. So I decided to graph this equation, this x squared plus 12x plus 32. The first thing that I want to do is to find the axis of symmetry, which is basically where a line goes up through the parabola that's going to be made, and it's the midpoint of that parabola. There's a formula. It's x equals negative b over 2a. In this case, the b is 12 in the 12x portion of the equation, and the a is going to be 1 because it's part of the x squared. So if you write that out, it's x equals negative 12 over 2 times 1, which equals negative 12 over 2, which equals negative 6. So right now, we know that x equals negative 6, and that's going to be the vertex of our parabola on the x line. So next, we're going to solve for y, which in this case is also called the function of x. I'm just writing it as function of x still, just because I've been writing it that way. So in order to do that, we're going to plug in the x that we got, which is negative 6, into everywhere where there was an x. So function of x equals negative 6 squared plus 12 times negative 6 plus 32. Do all the math on that, which I did, and it comes out to negative 4, so the y point is negative 4. So that's our first ordered pair, negative 6 and negative 4. So I'm going to flip this over. I wrote it all out. Okay. So next, we want to find some more points so we can plot our actual parabola on the graph, and making a table is the easiest way to do this. And so it's hard to read, I know, but so what I did is, since we have a negative 6 already for our x, I wanted to find points that were around that, so I chose from negative 8 to negative 4. And then I did the math, so you plug in negative 8 for your x in the first one, it comes out to 0 for your y value, negative 7, and you can tell I messed up on the second 7, and that comes out to negative 3, plug in negative 5, excuse me, and it comes out to negative 3 for the y, plug in negative 4 and it comes out to 0. We already knew that negative 6 and negative 4 were an ordered pair, so I didn't do the math on that one again. So then I drew a graph, not a very good one, but the one I could do, and I plotted my points on that graph, starting with my negative 8 and 0, and then I went from there, my negative 7, negative 3, negative 6, negative 4, negative 5, negative 3, and negative 4, 0. So it created a parabola that's an upward facing parabola.